Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Spokane City Council briefing session, and actually the last briefing session of 2021. So that's pretty exciting. And checking to see if Alex Knox is on the phone. Not sure who's on the phone.
Yes. Hello, Council President. I just joined.
Oh, great. Well, Alex, so great to have you. Alex has been nominated by the mayor to serve on the Spokane Human Rights Commission. And Alex, if you would just introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your background and why you're interested in serving on the Human Rights Commission and what you think you'll bring to it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Council President Beggs. And hello, Council. I'm sorry I could not see you today at the virtual meeting. I was having some issues with WebEx, so I called in. Of course, my name is Alexander Knox. I am originally from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and moved to Spokane, I'd say about 5 to 6 years ago. I graduated from Coeur d'Alene High School and just recently graduated with my associates in Spokane Community College, and am about to start my nursing degree program at Spokane Community College this next year, so I'm very excited. I wanted to serve on the Human Rights Commission for a while now because of some background being openly homosexual growing up in North Idaho. I faced a lot of discrimination, as you can probably imagine, and so I had to navigate that for myself. And even though the climate around gay and LGBT people it's not gone away completely, however it's softened, there are others in our community that I would consider to be under the umbrella of human rights and human dignity. And I think that's very important for our community. And we need people to stand up and address those issues. And I'm excited that I was appointed by Mayor Nadine Woodward, and I thank her and her staff. And I'm very excited to jump on board and tackle these issues that are very prevalent in our community and need to be taken seriously.
Thank you, Alexander. And I'm going to open it up to any questions council members might have for you. Anyone have any questions for Alexander? Councilmember Stratton does.
Hi there. My question is just if there is any one big issue that you're looking at jumping into, or is it, I know there's a series of issues that come up with the Human Rights Commission, but is there one in particular that is interesting enough to you to kind of, jump right into it?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you very much, Councilmember Stratton. Of course, I want to say my number one issue would be housing and housing access, but I have some experience working on the Spokane Edible Tree Project and working with food access programs, and that's actually a major need in our community, and especially during the pandemic, people don't have access or safe access to reliable food options. I think that's a major concern, and that would fall under human rights. I think everyone has the right to be able to feed themselves, to house themselves, to provide themselves health care, and I think that's a major issue in the United States and specifically in Spokane.
Thank you for that answer, and I agree with you 100%. Thanks.
Wonderful to hear that. Thank you, Councilmember Stratton.
Any other questions for Mr. Knox? All right. Well, Alexander, thanks so much for applying for this position and being willing to serve. We're going to vote on your appointment this evening. You don't have to be here or be watching. And I'm confident that you'll be joining the Human Rights Commission soon. Thank you so much for your service and for all that you will do and all the engagement that you'll have with the community and for all the advocacy that you do. So take care. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much, Councilman Gregson. Thank you so much, Council, for all the work that you guys do. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, so let's, before we start our briefing session, have a roll call.
Council President Beggs,
Here.
Councilmember Burke,
Here.
Councilmember Cathcart,
Present.
Councilmember Kinnear,
Present.
Councilmember Mum,
Here.
Councilmember Stratton,
Here.
Councilmember Wilkerson.
Present.
Let the record reflect that all council members are present.
All right, well, as I mentioned before, it's the last meeting of the year, and so there are several things that want to be placed on the agenda to do good things like house people, get bids, send letters. And so those are in your agenda, but before we start adding them and briefing some of these late-breaking things, I need a motion to suspend the rules to adjust the agenda for today.
So moved. Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All right, hearing and seeing none. All those in favor of suspending the rules indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, nay? Any abstentions? Okay, the rules are suspended. Let's start with briefing Mr. Ormsby for items, looks like 11 through 14 on the consent agenda.
Okay. Thank you, Council President. Items 11 through 13 will be briefed by Eric Finch from NHHS, and I think Eric is on the call today. Eric?
Right, good afternoon, Council President, Council members. Again, these to bring forward those, three important contracts to help, shore up parts of our shelter system. As briefed earlier, this is Guardians with a hotel contract that provides 40 spaces. It's the YWCA with up to 190 nights for women and families fleeing domestic violence. And it's Family Promise for 19 low barrier spaces for families with minor children. It also adds 10, to their Open Doors program for individuals on low barrier as well. So those three contracts, again, have been well discussed over this past week, and we appreciate your support.
Any questions for Eric? Okay, great, Eric. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Item 14, council members, is a low bid recommendation for the Havana Well Station Phase 1 project, and Dan Bowler from Engineering Services is here to brief this item. Dan?
Thank you for taking this on a rule suspension. The purpose for that is some very, very long lead time items associated with this Havana Well Station, which is the subject here. Havana Well Station Phase 1 project, low bid from La Riviera of Rathdrum, Idaho for $5,711,636.30, to which we propose to set aside a 10% administrative reserve. This project installs an additional well station right on the city-county, or rather the city and City of the Valley line, and it's a key piece of redundant infrastructure for our water system. Low bid from La Riviera was about $537,000, or about 10% over the engineer's estimate, which is about the way things are going these days. It's a tough bidding climate we're currently in. There were 3 other bids received, and this project is locally funded.
Any questions for Dan?
All right.
Okay, not seeing any. Thank you, Dan.
Is there a motion to add items 11, 12, 13, and 14 to the consent agenda for this afternoon?
So moved.
All right.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? Any abstentions? All right, those are added to the consent agenda, which we'll consider shortly. And next, Mr. Ormsby, we've got a resolution that we're thinking about adding to hire someone in CHHS. If you want to invite someone to
Yes,
brief that.
Council President. Thank you. And Eric Finch is still with us, and Eric is going to brief this proposed appointment for a new director in CHHS. Eric.
All right, good afternoon all, and it gives me a good pleasure to introduce you to Jen Saracides, who has gone through the process, and she is available, for any of you to ask questions. She comes by way of the private sector, but has also had, past experience working for SNAP, so she has that good mix of, I think, public and foundation, as well as private sector experience. She's a builder. She's excited about coming on board and helping rebuild NHHS and CHHS, and we look forward to having her on board. Jen, if you can just kind of, just say a couple things, background-wise, just, nothing large, and then the council can ask questions as desired.
Sure. Thanks, Eric, for that introduction. My name is Jen Saracides, and I am from Spokane, Washington. I spent 10 years working at SNAP in homeless services, and most recently have been working in marketing at Clearwater Paper, and I'm just excited to be here, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Several of us
Any
have had
questions
a
for Jen?
chance to meet Jen, but does anyone have any questions for her?
I don't have a question. I actually have a statement. I was privileged to spend about 45 minutes with her in the interview process, and I thought I asked some pretty direct, sincere questions during that time. I found her to be truthful and visionary where this department needs to go with that leadership. So, Jen, I am certainly in full support today of you coming on board.
Thank you so much.
Councilmember Cathcart.
Yeah, thank you. I have not had the privilege of meeting or getting to know Jen, but I've heard a lot of great things from other council members, and of course, it's the mayor's pick in terms of who she wants to be leading that department. And so, just look forward to working with Jen and collaborating and finding some good solutions to our many, many issues.
Thank you so much.
All right. I am thrilled as well to have you at the helm. So that's great. And the motion is to add her resolution approving her appointment to our agenda. Does anyone want to make that motion?
So moved to add. Second.
Okay, so moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? Any abstentions? All right, that's added to the agenda for our 6 o'clock meeting. And then the last item that's been requested is a letter from City Council to the mayor. Councilmember Mumm, would you like to brief that?
Sure. We are in a position after studying for 2 years that we really do not have an option other than to collect a tax that was imposed by a previous council. And we've had numerous discussions with leaders from the jurisdictions that would potentially be affected by this if the county decided to pass this on to them, which is probably what's expected. I have had a communication with the mayor, and she is not going to do it on her own, but at direction by us and leadership from the council. I expect that we'll be able to make some progress here, which would include having more conversations with other leaders, but we have to take this action in order to get to the next step. So I look for your support. Thank you.
All right, so this is special consideration number 1. Is there a motion to add it to this evening's legislative agenda?
So moved.
Okay. Moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion about adding it to the agenda? All right, seeing and hearing none, all those in favor of adding it to the agenda as a special consideration indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, nay?
Nay.
Nay.
Okay, there are 2 nays.
I'm sorry, who was, I got Cathcart, who was the second?
Stratton.
Stratton, thank you.
And any abstentions? Okay. All right, that is added. Then, the other is the big item tonight is the annual budget for 2022. And I circulated this afternoon a substitute for two of the documents. One is a memo dated December 8th, around 3 o'clock or so. I circulated that memo with a slightly new version based on updates. And then just before this meeting, I circulated a spreadsheet that goes along with it. The earlier spreadsheet had something off on it. And so I'm looking for a motion to substitute that memo and the spreadsheet as circulated that I've filed with Ms. Pfister. Is there a motion to do that?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All right, hearing and seeing none, all those in favor of substituting those two documents indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, nay?
Nay.
Any, was there one nay? Sorry, did I get that? Okay. Thank you, Councilmember Cathcart. And any abstentions? All right. All right, that is substituted. And then again, in case anyone's watching, we had testimony on the budget at multiple budget hearings, but there is no actual testimony about the budget tonight. All right, any other proposed changes to the agenda? Councilmember Kinnear.
I would like to make a motion on ordinance C36156 to defer this until January of 2022, June of 2022.
Okay, June 6th?
Yes.
Okay. That's a motion to defer the police reorganization ordinance till June 6th. Is there
I'll second it.
second? Did someone second it?
Second.
Okay, great. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor of the deferral indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, nay? Any abstentions? All right, that is deferred. All right, any other changes? All right, seeing none, we can go to the consent agenda.
Reports, contracts, and claims. Purchase of 5 CNG Scorpion ASLs from Dobbs Truck Group, Federal Way, Washington, using Sourcewell contract number 060920-CRN, $2,583,552, including tax. Number 2, interlocal agreement amendment extension with the Spokane County Treasurer, Spokane, Washington, for payment processing services for the Public Works Division from January 1, 2022 through December 31, 2024, $65,000. Number 3, contract renewal with SNAP, Spokane, Washington, for A, essential repair program that would deliver minor home repair to approximately 260 single-family homeowners, $500,000. B, single-family repair program that will deliver major home repair services to approximately 30 single-family homeowners, $1,433,219. Number 4, accept grant awards from the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission as part of their dynamic, diverse, community-oriented police Ford recruitment and retention program, $60,000 revenue. Number 5, contract with Cascade Industrial Services, Rotherham, Idaho, for the removal of graffiti from the Monroe Street Bridge, as well as the application of a coating to facilitate future maintenance, $107,637.50. Number 6, acceptance of grant funding from the Department of Justice through the Washington State Department of Commerce for less than lethal police equipment. Grant period is November 15, 2021 through June 30, 2022. $50,762 revenue. Number 7, contract amendment for the Washington State Department of Transportation NSC Master Agreement, increasing the maximum amount reimbursable to the city from $15 million to $33.2 million. Number 8, recommendation to list the Philippa and Agnes Brooke House, 519 West 18th Avenue on the Spokane Register of Historic Places. Number 9, in a local agreement with Spokane Regional Emergency Communications for CAD and IT services, $258,838.07 revenue. Number 10, contract amendment with outside counsel Summit Law Group, who represents the city. A, in an action brought against the city and various state agencies to prevent the enforcement of the vaccine mandate as applicable to healthcare workers. Increase of $75,000, total contract amount $125,000. B, in an action brought against the city and the Spokane Fire Department by 25 employees of the SFD seeking damages and preliminary injunction to prevent the enforcement of the vaccine mandate as applicable to healthcare workers. Increase of $50,000, total contract amount $100,000. Number 11, agreement amendment A with the Guardians Foundation Incorporated, Spokane, Washington, to provide low barrier emergency shelter for up to 40 individuals per night from December 8, 2021 Through March 31, 2022, $356,420. Number 12, contract with the YWCA Spokane, Washington to provide an additional 190 bed nights to individuals and families fleeing domestic violence from January 1, 2022 through June 30, 2022, $125,893. Number 13, contract with Family Promise Spokane, Washington to add 19 low-barrier emergency shelter beds per night for households with minor children from December 1, 2021 through June 30, 2022, $291,974. Number 14, low bid of La Riviera Incorporated, Rathdrum, Idaho for the Vanna Well Street Phase 1, $5,711,636.30. An administrative reserve of $571,163.63, which is 10% of the contract price, will be set aside. East Central Neighborhood. Number 15, report of the mayor of pending claims and payments of previously approved obligations, including those of Parks and Library. Through December 3, 2021, total $6,958,302.38, with Parks and Library claims approved by the respective boards. Warrants excluding Parks and Library total $6,817,237.73. Number 16, City Council meeting minutes for November 29, 2021.
All those in favor of approving the consent agenda as read indicate by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed, nay? Any abstentions? All right, the consent agenda is approved, and we are going to be adjourned in a moment, but we are not going to have any council meetings until January 3rd. January 3rd will be our next council day, so we're canceling our study sessions and our committee meetings and our legislative and our briefing till January 3rd, and we'll be back with a 1:15 committee meeting and our briefing session and our legislative meeting. And with that, we'll see most of you at 6 p.m. We're adjourned from the briefing session.